What if I told you cheap fuel never benefited the poor? What if I say subsidy looked like a blessing, but for most Nigerians, it was a silent cost taking away our future as a country? The biggest scam in fuel subsidy wasn't the fuel price, it was those who truly benefited from it. Dear fellow Nigerians, I am Ajibare Oluwasegun, and this is day 2 of the 100 Days Challenge featuring Tinubu's achievements. Today, I'll break down something that has affected every Nigerian: fuel subsidy removal. What it really means, why did Tinubu ended it, and how it affects you and I. Fuel subsidy means the government is paying part of the cost of petrol or fuel so that we could buy it at cheaper rates from the filling station. For example, if it costs 600 naira to import and distribute 1 liter of petrol, the government made you pay 200 naira or 300 naira at the filling station for it. The difference in price of 300 naira or 400 naira from the original costs was paid by the government as subsidy. But here is the problem. In 2022 alone, Nigeria spent over 4 trillion naira on fuel subsidy. This means the money the government paid for us so we can buy petrol at a cheaper rate in the year 2022 was 4 trillion naira in total. That's more than what we spend on education, health, and roads combined as a country. This means we are spending the money we are supposed to use to develop our country on fuel subsidy. The worst part of it is, most of that money did not benefit poor Nigerians. This means cheaper fuel did not benefit the people who are really poor in Nigeria. It benefited rich oil marketers, corrupt government officials, and fuel smugglers selling Nigeria's petrol across the border to another country to make more profit. To explain this further, rich Nigerians drive big cars, use big generators, and travel more with their car on road. So the rich consume more fuel than the poor. Poor Nigerians may not even own a car or a generator. They might just take a public transport or even trek. This means the poor don't really benefit from cheap fuel. So now, who really enjoyed cheap fuel? It was mostly the rich because they use more of it. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ended subsidy on May 29, 2023. But that was during his inauguration. He said subsidy is gone. But why? Number 1, it was because it was draining Nigeria's money. We were borrowing to pay for cheap fuel from other countries. Number 2, because the subsidy was not sustainable. Nigerians couldn't keep up with the rising cost of fuel in international markets. Number 3, subsidy was mostly helping the rich and not the poor. Yes, after the removal, fuel prices jumped up and we all felt it. But Tinubu's team promised to redirect the subsidy savings to, number 1, palliative for the poor. Number 2, transport systems like the CNG buses that has been put into our road. Number 3 is improved infrastructure and youth empowerment and development. Fuel subsidy looked good on the surface, but it was killing our country slowly because we were spending our future on subsidy. Removing it was a bold and painful decision, but it was needed to save our economy and save our country. Tomorrow, I will explain how this money is being used and who is benefiting from the use. This is not politics. This is your life, your money, and your Nigeria. Like, comment, and follow. I'll see you tomorrow. I am Ajibare Talks.